So a friend of mine sent me a request for a video, and I thought it was pretty interesting. He was asking me about like bodybuilding and stuff like that, and what I thought of Sam Sulik. For those that don't know, you can YouTube him. Apparently he's a pretty big deal in the fitness influencer arena. I don't know him as a person. He seems to have a great personality. Seems to be a good dude. I don't know what he's as far as what he's doing in his personal life. I would say I was 100 pounds in second grade. I was 200 pounds before I was in high school. I'm 230 pounds right now. A lot of these people, I don't know what it's like to want to be bigger. You know what I mean? Because I've never wanted to fucking be bigger. So I don't know. I try to tell people you're born with a frame that is going to hold what it can hold. Like this van right here can hold what it can hold and do what it can do. But if you put that big ass frame on that car next to it, you're going to have problems with the transmission, and that's what your heart and all that shit is basically doing. So as far as I think what he's doing, if I was like his family member or a doctor or or whatever, I would say he's definitely taking shit like insulin, and by eating all the junk food that he eats, and the reason why they're doing all that high sugar shit is because they're trying to get glycogen in the muscles, and they're spiking their they're injecting insulin, which can fucking kill you. So I mean that is pretty reckless. And along with everything else, I mean, you could kind of see by his complexion and acne, his hormones are fucking out of whack. I mean, long term, you're going to have serious, obviously serious consequences. Like Dorian Yates said, I don't know too many 280-pound 70-year-olds. But, it's not my place to say, and it's not my life to tell somebody what to do. A lot of these people are people that they're usually shorter than 5'11", and there's usually some kind of body dysmorphia, and there's a lot of things about these compounds that we don't really know, that mental health wise, like too much testosterone can create aggression. Too little of it creates depression. So I just tell people, it isn't a look that I would go for. I mean, he looks like he has gyno. He's gonna need surgery on his chest probably here if he hasn't had it already. It's just, there's nothing you can do with that. It's not like you're in the strongest man. I mean, bodybuilding to me as a sport is pretty fucking ridiculous. All that muscle, and I mean, I see Ronnie Coleman, Mr. Olympia, in person. He looked fucking ridiculous. You know what I mean? He looked fucking ridiculous. I don't know. There's nothing you can do with that body where it just doesn't. There's no utility to it. It's not like you're going to be a good offensive lineman. All that's like Brock Lesnar. Like all that muscle, it's great for 2 minutes, and then you're fucking completely useless. You know what I mean? It's like, I couldn't imagine being like some of these guys at 300 pounds and da-da-da-da-da. It's like to lift a fucking bus up, and then what? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know the dude. Hey, I mean, like, there's no free lunch. It's like I say, like UFC or MMA fighters, you're sacrificing your future. You're taking quality of life or mortgaging your health or well-being for a fucking opportunity. I mean, that's your, that's your deal. You know what I mean? I highly wouldn't recommend, taking the amount of stuff that he's taking, like tren and everything else. It's just not. It's overall, it's just not going to be worth it in the long run.